In this class, we're going to go over how to do a skin pen treatment with 3 different machines. And what I mean by 3 different machines, they do different functionalities because most of them are a plug-in type of machine where you have to have a cord or wire attached to them because they have different voltage. Some are portable now to where you have a lithium ion battery and it comes off, and this is just your power unit, your battery. Very lightweight, recharges in about 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, give or take, depending on your charger or where you're plugging in your units. This one right here, probably with an iPhone charger, yeah, it may take maybe even 2.5 hours, possibly 2. Very fast, it's quick. But my cord, the one that I have that I bought for it, it only accepts the one for the 3-hour charge to 4 hours. And that's only because this model, I bought this model in 2009. It's been some years. So that's why I have the older model, but it's still portable. It's wireless. Perfect. And it comes with different heads for the needles. Dermal roller, even, well, not even, but a lot older than any of these models. This is like the first. The reason why this model looks a little bit newer is just because it's a new plastic casing that it has. Its little coffin, so the body's inside. You put the coffin over, open. But anyway, we respect the dead. We respect God. Bless us all. And it looks aerodynamic and sleek because, yeah, it is. They actually changed the formulations of it because the older dermal rollers, they had like a different handle. It wasn't always plastic and nice. It had a little grip right here. Oh no, it was old school. Most of them were bigger and they were heavier. They hurt people. So now it's nice and light and aerodynamic. It's perfect. So we're going to put this back in this little holder, coffin case. And those are the 3 skin pen treatments that I use for product penetration. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, this isn't a pen. It's not a skin pen. It acts as the same purpose as these 2 do. These 2 are opening holes in the face. This one is actually expanding the holes that we already have. The epidermis, or the transverse epidermis, where we have transepidermal water loss, TELW, or transepidermal water loss. So TEWL, excuse me. Geez, had a brain fart for a moment. But that's what this does. It expands like an earthquake. This machine is an earthquake. So instead of needle poking in and making a hole, like a drill. So just like in the Matrix, remember those machines that were drilling in through the holes of the surface or the ground to get in to where the resistance was at, basically, and they were hiding in the nucleus of the earth, basically, where it was still warm. And so, or Zion, praise God. So Zion was being penetrated by something that's earth shaking or shattering, but it was the needles, the points that drill into the skin. But after the drilling, guess what? It was this. This is the product penetration. So product penetration for this head, and it's almost like a little tip of a needle, but it's not. It's more of a spatula, but you do feel it on your skin going shaking at thousands, or actually millions or thousands, whatever the precise number is. I have to look that up. Revolutions per minute. It's like shaking your skin, breaking it up, just like an earthquake. Earthquake, those plates shift, and they're shaking up the upper layers of the surface, and then cracks, foundation, it all buckles down. That's exactly what this machine is trying to do, in a good way, not in a bad way. The earth just needs to blow off some steam. It's being too congested. It's pressure building, and so those plates have to move. Those tectonic plates, they have to erupt sometimes, like a volcano, earthquake, and eruption at the same time. So you need something to break open tough surfaces like the ground that's on our face. Our face is super tough, and sometimes you need something violent or something that shakes fast to break open those surfaces of the skin to allow penetration. So the first thing that we're going to learn for the skin pen treatment is actually the ultrasonic scrubber. So the ultrasonic scrubber, when you turn it on, just power. And before you even power anything on, you want to put on a gel, a conductive gel, or a serum. Either or, whatever product you want to penetrate in the skin besides a chemical peel. You don't need to add this with a chemical peel. The chemical peel already goes through with it. That's an earthquake in itself. It's a typhoon, earthquake, hurricane, whatever. It's like a syndrome of all of these processes in one is a chemical peel. Oh yeah. So syndrome is a collection of events that goes on, that's pretty or just a culmination of events. So as a chemical peel, you don't need it. But every other thing you put on your face, if you want to promote a toner into your face even deeper, I guess. But a toner is actually small enough to deep penetrate in the skin anyway. But if you want like serums, serums are great because they go into the skin and heal from the inside out. Now they're not going to go to their bloodstream or anything like that. That'd be a powerful serum. But to get it close to it or close to your papular layer and your reticular layer. Those two layers, if you think about papular layers, like the pappy, like you got a dad or something, like, hey, pappy, what's going on? What's pop, or whatever you call your pappy or daddy, you just say, hey, your papular layer. That's the papular layer when you get in trouble and you get that phone call. Dad is brutal, but no, you got to go to the reticular layer. After that, and that's your mom. The mom's recluse, reticular. It's hiding. It's burrowed down deep, and when it attacks, oh, she got you. Your ass is, it's over. So, papular layer, reticular layer. So it's like your mom's particular, but she's reticular. Like it, just from rhyming, just in case you are taking a test for your Master Aesthetics exam or your basic exam, but mainly for the Master Aesthetics exam, you will be ready. Because if you break things down like that and think of, oh, what are the layers? Those two layers are the last layers you ever want any chemical peel, serum, anything to get down into because it burns. You're almost talking to this subcutaneous layer. Subcutaneous is even below that. Or in the middle, depending on your structure. So your subcutaneous could actually just be hovering in the middle of those two or right above the papular. Depends on the body. So most aesthetic books, they're going to show like it's like a little more superficial on top of the papular layer, but some people have adipose tissue skin. That's why some chemical peels, when you give some people a chemical peel, they don't feel a burn. Some people's skin, like, yeah, they have to actually go past a papular layer or reticular layer to even feel something. Even for a TCA, there's a select few clients who can actually take a TCA pill and they're fine at a 30% and a 50%. I'm like, wow, what's wrong with them? But yeah, they have a thicker adipose tissue or subcutaneous layer. Okay, so you don't want to go that far into the skin, the papular or reticular layers, and then after that is muscle, nerves and muscles. Oh Lord, that's third degree burn. We want to stay away. So for this machine right here, you need a conductive gel or serum, whatever you're going to put on the face that's healing, moisturizing, antioxidant that you want to penetrate in the skin. No clay mask. Don't use a clay mask with this. The clay mask does fine without it. That's soaking up and absorbing things from the face. You don't need to put into the face. You need to draw out that moisture or sweat or sebum on the face. So clay, stay away from. Chemical peel, stay away from. But everything else you want to put into the skin to help moisturize dehydrated skin, dry, sensitive skin. Yes, this is the way to go. It shakes everything up, allowing the little channels in our face for the water to move through and swim and saturate. You know, it's not a pond anymore. It's now a river. This will create riverways for your channels in your face. River. You don't need ponds. We don't need stagnant, murky ponds. No, none of that stuff. We need to open it up and flourish and get that nice, dewy, moisturized skin. That's how somebody has dewy skin all the time, because their channels are always open and they're filled with water, moisture. It's great. Trans-epidermal water loss. We want to prevent that. That's how we keep looking young. Machines like this. So we're going to go over this first at a closer look, but I'm just telling you what it is. Second, we're going to go over the old school derma roller. This derma roller, it still serves a purpose. Still to this day, derma rollers have been out, I don't even know. I gotta look that up actually. But they're back in the day type of treatments that have tiny needles, so they have about a row of 5 rows to 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Either one. 8 rows or 5 rows. But then in each row they have about 100 needles. 50 to 100 needles. So row number 1 will have 50. Row number 2 will have 50. 3, 50. 4, 50. 5, 50. 6, and so on and so forth. So you have a collection about, man, like 800 needles or 500 needles or 250 needles, whatever it's going to be in the hundreds. That's a lot of needles at a 1 nanometer length or millimeter, give or take. It's most likely going to be millimeters, and it's going to say it on there anyway, mm. Some are nanometers where it's a little bit tinier, less pain. I wanted mine at 1 inch or 1 millimeter. It's good enough. So we're going to go over this in a closer view in just a minute. It's just a roller. It rolls on the face, opens up channels, but at a deeper level. At, oh yeah, the papular layer. And I'm going to show you a video with my wonderful model, live model, and you're going to see her reaction and see how red and flushing her face gets. And I'm lightly rolling it on her face. But those pins, oh yeah, they penetrate rather quickly. They're sharp. And lastly, we're going to go over my favorite, my personal favorite, is the Derma electronic Derma. Same thing as this, but just in electric form or modernized form, up-to-date form, basically. Technology has caught up with us. So it comes with 12 needle heads. The needle heads actually spring out of the top here of the hole. You load it in, turn it, it's ready to go. Turn the power button on, and the needles hit the face. Like, Kim K, hold still. And then you just go around the skin, open up those channels. Less pain, more pain. Pain in a good way. We have to destruct or tear down to build back up. So just like in the Marine Corps, like when we're at boot camp, oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, they tear you down, all right. They tear down anybody. I don't care if you're the devil. Oh no, they tear you down, break you down. Everybody breaks. Yeah. So you need to break down that skin, but then once you get past that breakdown and you build back up, you start to reform yourself, strengthen your muscle. This strengthens the face. You want to open holes to put down good stuff to strengthen. So you have to cause some sort of damage to the face to affect change, just like in the military. If you were a Marine, if you join, I can only speak for the Marine Corps. I can't speak for the other branches. Please, but you know what I mean. Breaking down things to build stronger people or stronger skin, and that's what we need to do. So but this one is the best one because it's less pain but very effective because it's faster. The needle depth is the same needle depth, but it goes in so fast you don't really feel it. This on the other hand, boot camp, you're gonna feel everything. This is the beginning. Yeah, you're gonna hurt. You're not used to running miles and swimming with alligators and shit. Oh yeah, the beginning. But life gets better, okay? So you can still use either or. And this is my setup that we have right now. And now we're going to get a closer look. A closer look of everything that we just discussed. And actually this rubber bowl, as you see right here, this rubber bowl is just a cleaning bowl. Same as this bowl right here. So there's a water, but it's going to be a cleaning bowl as well. It's just a cleaning bowl. So what you would need, you already have your ultrasonic scrubber. And it's the LW006 model, as you can see. I will have a description in the link below to where you guys can purchase these items, no problems. Don't even worry about it. This is your conducting gel, my serum basically. Conducting gels I really don't use too much, but I use my serum gel for the face, like a mask. And you're going to need that for all of these items. You're going to need a fan brush. You're going to need your skin pen with a cartridge, because the cartridge goes on top of it. You're also going to need your derma roller with the coffin case. Take the coffin case off. Okay. You're going to also need gloves. You're going to need some barbicide for cleaning. The barbicide, this barbicide is going to actually go into your bowl. So this bowl, that's what this is for. So I should put that right over here next to it. I don't know why I got it over there. So these two go together. So you can clean these heads. You definitely need to clean after every use, okay? And then you're going to put it in a UV sanitizer after that so it can dry and completely get off any type of bacteria, fungus, I don't know, anything else that may be hindering on the needles. You don't clean these because you're going to throw these away and reuse another one or get a new one. That's all. So with this one, this has a charger. This is the charger. This is the charger, and this is everything that allows your battery to recharge, okay? But the newer models, you don't need this. You can actually just plug it into the back part here, like your iPhone will go in here, your ports. But this is for the older models right here. This is 2009 model. But the newer ones are better. And you have your clean water, because you're going to go ahead and dip after you clean this off with Barbicide. You're going to dip it in here and keep it moving. So now we're going to go ahead and give you a different view so you guys can see what I'm doing to the face. As I stated in the earlier video, I was talking about how the ultrasonic scrubber I normally try to use first before I use a skin pen treatment, but not always. You can use your ultrasonic scrubber without your skin pen treatment. You don't always have to do a skin pen treatment at all. No. I just use it in conjunction with this when I'm doing a combo treatment, when I'm doing a combination of treatments. And so what I mean by that is I'm going to do a cleansing of the face, analyze the face. I see acne. So acne, I'm going to do extractions. After extractions, I'm going to tone the skin out again, put pH balance back in the skin, and to close those pores, tighten them up. Then after I do that, I might even steam the face to open up the other areas of the face, but I'm going to leave this area close with the toner, or leave it on there. And the other side of the face, I'm not going to tone the whole entire face, just the places where I popped acne. So I want to heat the other sides of the face open so the pores will be open to be more receptive for my mask. So say after I do dermaplaning, the skin is still open. I do dermaplaning and I want certain products and creams and serums and hyaluronic acid and other serums to really get down in there and to penetrate the skin. So after the dermaplaning, that dermaplanes off any type of dead skin that's hard and harsh that a scrub can't get. I want to penetrate it with, or after the dermaplaning, with my gel or serum, put that on hyaluronic acid, and then I want to use my skin scrubber. And so you have one for cleaning, one for toning, one for exfoliating and all the other good stuff. I just keep it on the cleaning. So for instance, push power, and it's on the peel. I don't even use the peel one because my chemical peel does that for me. This just goes really slow. Oh well. Go to the next mode. Toning. You can do that if you want to, but it's slow as well. Clean and lift. So we're going to do the power up, all the way up. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's the time. I'm going to move my time up to about 15 minutes. I know I'm not going to use 15 minutes. You only need about 10 minutes. So the mode, peel or clean. Clean's good or peel's good. Either one, you can't go wrong. Power. And I keep it at peel or clean. Either or, you're fine. And you'll hear the buzzing. And that's what it looks like. So you're just going to glide on the face up and down. So what does this look like on somebody's face? So let's just say we put some serum or gel. I'm going to glove up, suit up. Okay, we're gloved up, suited up, all that good stuff. Put a little bit of gel or cream on the person's face or head. Let them know it's going to be a little cold. Alright. The two contact leads right here, you have to have it contact for both of them to work. If you have one hand on one side, it'll kind of work, but you need both. Okay? So without it, it turns off. Contact. You're the grounding person. You need to be grounded. So you're going to go across the forehead. And all I'm doing is going nice and slow, because I want the product to penetrate into the skin evenly. I don't want to go fast. And as you can see how fast it works, see how the bubbles? It's moving so fast at a revolutions per minute. I forget how the speed is, but it goes fast. And you feel it going into your skin. You actually feel what's penetrating. And so I'm going to give you guys a closer look at everything once we get done the model. So this is just an overview of what you guys can see right now. So we're going to put this model away for our skin scrubber power. And that's pretty much it for the skin scrubber. Now I did vertical strokes. You can do horizontal as well. It doesn't matter. Or diagonal if you choose to. No circles, nothing stabby, stabby, stabby. No, we're not. This is no. So just horizontal, vertical, and you can see the little bubbles, everything. It's going product penetration.